In this video, we will review type-safe enumerations available within the Java programming language. You should already have had exposure to type-safe enumerations in the VTC course Java 7 Language Basics, so we will quickly be reviewing it in more depth. Remember that an enumeration is a special class which provides a type-safe implementation of constant data in your program. The Java programming language has linguistic support for enumerated types. In their simplest form, these enums look just like their C, C++, and C# counterparts. Let's look at an example. Here we have a type-safe enumeration in Java. We can see here the keyword enum, which declares this class of type enum. We also have constants, which are also of type enum, which are colors. We also have methods and a private constructor. The Java programming language enums are far more powerful than their counterparts in other languages, which are little more than glorified integers. The new enum declaration defines a full-fledged class as an enum type. In addition, it solves the problems of being quite verbose, hence error-prone, and its enum constants not being able to be used in switch statements. It allows you to add arbitrary methods and fields to an enum type, to implement arbitrary interfaces, and more. Let's create an enum. In Package Explorer view, right-click on the package com.vtc. From the submenu, select File, New, and click on Enum. Now we will find in the respective details, for we will enter the enum name of cars. First, let's illustrate an enum and how to declare instance variables, a constructor, and methods in an enum type. First, we will add our enum constants. We'll add 5 different cars to our enum. As you can see here, instead of ending my statement with a semicolon, all I do is add a comma. This allows me to continue my list of enum constants. I end my list of enum constants with a semicolon. Now let's add our constructor. Which will take 2 parameters, the model and the year. Like the constructors you've seen in classes, an enum constructor can specify any number of parameters and can be overloaded. In our example, the enum constructor requires 2 string parameters. Let's create those instant variables. We assign these parameters to the instance variables in the constructor. When we declare the other members of the enum type, 2 instant variables and 2 methods, we declare the instant variables model and year, and we will also be adding methods to be able to access these instance variables. We're going to be using Eclipse submenu to generate setters and getters. Click OK after selecting the get model and get year. Each enum constant in car is actually an object of type car that has its own copy of instance variables model and year. Let's take a look at using our enum. Uncomment this block of code, and we're going to be testing our enum type of car and illustrate how to iterate over through a range of enum constants. Here we're going to be printing all the cars in enum car. We will use the enhanced for loop statement to display all the constants declared in the enum. For every enum, the compiler generates the static method values that returns an array of the enum's constants in the order they were declared. When an enum constant is converted to a string, the constant's identifier is used as the string representation, for example Honda or Acura. We're going to be invoking the enum car's getModel and getYear methods that are associated with the constant. Down here we're going to print the first three cars. This code uses a static method range of class enumSet, declared in package java.util to display a range of the enum car's constants. Method range takes two parameters, the first and the last enum constants in the range, and returns an enum set that contains all the constants between these two constants, all inclusive. For example, the expression enumSet.range Acura to Toyota returns an enum set containing the Acura, the Honda, and the Toyota car. The enhanced for statement can be used with an enum set just as it can be used with an array. So we use it to display the model and year of every car in the enum set. Class enumSet has several other static methods for creating sets of enum constants from the same enum type. Let's look at our code output. Run as Java application. And we can see all the cars are printed. And we can also see that the code that printed the first three cars executed correctly. Enum types provide high-quality implementations of all the object methods. They are comparable and serializable, and the serial form is designed to withstand arbitrary changes in the enum type. This concludes our discussion of typesafe enumerations in Java.